Welcome to the historic Ertzman Theater at Sherwood High School in Albany, Maryland. I'm Andy Rubin. This is Only. This is the Sunday matinee, the final show of the 2026 run, the one that everybody wants to come to. And as you can see, everybody is filing in right now to see this incredible performance. We had an exclusive opportunity to see some of the rehearsal. In addition, we had an opportunity to talk to some of the teachers that are responsible for taking care of this production now. We also had an incredible opportunity to speak with Bill Evans, who anybody who's familiar with this show knows this is his legacy. This is Bill Evans' show, and we were so lucky we got to talk to him. Silverbook, who runs Rock and Roll Revival and has been running it for how many years now?
This is my 26th year now.
26 years as the man in charge?
I don't like to think of myself as the man in charge, but we have a team of directors.
Yes.
So with me this year is Emily Chu, who is the choral director here at Sherwood, and she does it with me. We have Justin Hornstein, who was actually a graduate of the year 2001, I think. An alumni, was in jazz band. He's our assistant musical director. And then we have a whole crew, Ms. Bernsky and Ms. Khan, costumes, sound. We just have a whole crew. So I like to think of it as a whole team.
Yeah, I got you. And how many of those years did it intersect with Mr. Evans?
So Mr. Evans is who hired me here right out of college. And I remember when he told me, he says, you know, when you come here, you're going to have to run this rock and roll show. And I'm thinking, a rock and roll, band in the cafeteria or something. And then as we went through the process, I saw how grand of a production it is. Really, Mr. Evans was just a huge influence on me. I mean, I just basically watched every step he took, and he would direct me with what to do. And over the years, he really was my biggest influence in learning how to do everything we're doing.
We had an opportunity to peek in at the rehearsal just now, and there's just so many kids, and it looks so incredibly well organized. How many total students are involved in the production?
Oh, probably almost 300 between band, the cast, all the vocalists, tech crew. I would say close to 300, which is awesome thing. Bringing so many parts of the building together.
For us to just be able to watch the rehearsal just now and see how well organized everything was with that many students, and these are students, these are not adults.
Right.
And to be able to have that kind of organization and that kind of everyone seemed to be on the same page, it really is, it's a remarkable thing. It's really a part of the fabric of the 20832, which, everyone that lives here knows about this production. Everybody knows your name. There's my favorite band in Albany is named after you.
To me, and I tell the students this as well, to me, one of the best things about the show is the community aspect. We actually, one of the things we have this year is our first time, third generation in the show this year.
Wow.
We have a student whose grandfather, Donnie Lethbridge, was in the very first rock and roll show.
Yeah.
And then his son was in the show, and now his daughter is in the show. And I was just talking about this with somebody from the local newspaper, actually, about how cool it is that and we have many students whose parents have been in the show, and how much it's because, like you said, it's in the fabric of the community.
Yeah. It speaks to the success and the vibrancy of the music program here at Sherwood that you're a big part of, and this production as a whole. And it's really something that every person in Albany is proud of. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you for coming on out.
We are with Emily Chu, who is a teacher here at Sherwood and has been a teacher here for 3 years, teaching piano, chorus, and guitar, and working on the Rock and Roll Revival production. Mm-hmm. We had an opportunity, Emily, to just sit down with Mr. Silverbook, who has been doing this for 26 years, and we got a really good perspective from someone who's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear the perspective from somebody who has not been doing it for such a long time, has been doing it for 3 years, and what your thoughts were when you first got started, when you first saw this production and what it was that you were getting involved with?
So when I was first interviewing for Sherwood, I didn't really know what Rock and Roll Revival was. I never saw a show from an audience perspective, and I still have yet to see the show from an audience perspective. But I remember interviewing, and someone that referred me said, "Oh, you should just mention something about the Rock and Roll show." And so I was like, "Oh, it's probably just some like random like assembly on a Friday." When I came, one of the first people I met was one of our costume ladies. I was like, why do we have a costume lady for like an assembly show? And then I soon learned very quickly how big this process was, how many kids are involved. We put on my first production, which was 52 Paradise. And since then, I've kind of had like wrapped my mind around it, but it's still incredible how many students this production really involves, the legacy that it creates, and the level of performance that we bring from this show is like something that I don't think any other high school has.
It feels like an off-Broadway performance.
Yeah.
It's so well choreographed, and the talent is so incredible. The dancing, the singing, the musicians, it's professional quality. In a high school presentation.
Right.
300 students all coming together to put it all.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it really, really is. It's really something special.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, there was a show called Fame on TV.
Oh, yeah.
And all the talented kids wanted to go to the high school where that performance was going on. I feel like kids want to come to Sherwood and be part of this performance.
Yeah, it really feels like because of the legacy that this has, the students come in already understanding the level of excellence that is expected of them. And so almost like, I want to give myself credit, but a lot of my singers that come in understanding the high level of performance because they grew up seeing this as kids. We have a PTA show where we invite a lot of 5th grade classes and a lot of middle schoolers to come watch. And so a lot of them kind of already have an idea of what they're expected to do when they get on that stage. They're already meeting me with their effort, and I can feed off of that, and it's been really good.
By the time they're in 5th grade, they know they want to be in this performance, and they are preparing for it for those years that lead up to it.
Exactly.
Remarkable. I do a little bit of singing myself.
Okay, go for it.
Ruben, maybe you could help me a little bit with my vocals sometime, because they ain't all that.
I'm sure they're fine.
All right, we are lucky enough to have gotten a few of the performers, and we're going to be able to ask them a few questions about their love of this incredible performance. So, Jameson, how many years have you been in Rock and Roll Revival?
I've been in Rock and Roll all 4 years.
All 4 years. That's amazing. What is your favorite thing about the production?
I really love just doing what I love, performing, singing, dancing, all the stuff, meeting new people, especially people who have the same interests I have.
Matilda, same question. How long? Matilda is the lead dancer in the production. How many years have you been a part of Rock and Roll Revival?
This is my 3rd year doing it. I really like the community that it builds here. There's so many people who I've never talked to before that I finally get a chance to talk to and be friends with, and it's just so amazing, and I love it.
Anya, our bass player for the band. How many years have you been in Rock and Roll Revival?
This is my 3rd year.
3rd year.
I like that I've gotten to meet so many people that I wouldn't have met if it weren't for this. And I've gotten to play so many songs I probably wouldn't have known if it weren't for this. I've just been exposed to so many new things.
Maria.
I've been doing rock and roll since my sophomore year, and I'm a senior, so 3 years. And I love it. It's so fun. I love the feeling of performing on stage. It's really fun.
You like being in front of cameras?
Not really. I like being on stage.
Joseph.
I've been in rock and roll for, this is my 2nd year, sophomore, I think I love being on stage, inspiring like younger kids to want to do it when they get here. Yeah.
Were you inspired when you were able to watch this as a...
Absolutely. Like watching my brother made me want to do this.
Hector, what do you think I'm going to ask you?
I've been rock and roll for 4 years. I've been band 4 years, dancing past 2 years. I've just loved meeting all these new people, love playing music, dancing to music, and just learning all these new songs. And just overall, all of it has been amazing.
And Nico, tell me, how long have you been in the production?
This is my 2nd year now. and I play drums for the band. I mean, my favorite thing is probably the food they give out on the shows. I eat like 40 sandwiches every night, and it's pretty fun.
So it's all about the food for Nico, everybody.
Always about the food.
I look forward to seeing you guys in a couple weeks. Right now, we got to go take a seat because the show's about to start. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Bill Evans. Bill Evans has been here since Rock and Roll Revival 9, has been the inspiration, I believe, to turn this performance into what it has become today.
Well, Rock and Roll Revival 9 was my first year, obviously, and it was quite a raucous event at that, because tickets were sold and at the door for $3. Mostly students came, and very few adults, and students sat in the aisle and danced in the aisle. So nowadays it's kind of grown into more of a polished performance.
But you've seen them all. Any that stand out in your memory, your mind's eye, as being particularly special?
Yeah, in my memory, Rock and Roll 11, 12, 16, 18, and Jeff Kuntz singing Splish Splash in a bathtub was amazing.
I was there for that one. That one was great. And you started an event a few years ago that I've attended every year called Bill Stock. Love for you to tell us a little bit about that. I know that it spawned from Rock and Roll Revival, and it is performers that perform in Rock and Roll Revival.
Well, in 2016, when I was going to retire from teaching and from Sherwood High School, people got together and said, hey, why don't we put on a 2-day concert, and we'll call it Bill Stock, and we'll have all students who perform in rock and roll come back and perform on these 2 days. So we flew people in from California, Denver, Colorado, Florida, New England. They came from everywhere to perform. So now every other year, except during the pandemic, we've been able to have Bill Stock. This is Bill Stock number 4 at Davis Airport, and June 6th, 2026, starting at 12 noon, going till 9 p.m. It's a family-friendly event, and I hope to see everyone there.
It's super fun. I've been every year, and I will be there again this year. And you've even had some recording artists that are now on labels that have come out of this performance. I know Chris Stake in particular is recording out of Denver.
Oh, quite a few. We have Allison Miller, who's a fabulous jazz drummer and artist and composer. People on Broadway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so a lot of people have gone on to careers.
It almost seems like all the musically talented kids end up at Sherwood somehow, and they got to go through a program that you have been an enormous part of. And speaking for the community of Olney right now, I want to thank you for everything that you have done to make this a part of the fabric of the 20832. It's remarkable, and it's an incredible performance, and you have to take a ton of credit for where it is today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, that was unbelievable. We are so lucky to have the Rock and Roll Revival here in Olney. It's such an incredible part of our community, and unbelievable talent. I mean, if you've never been to see this show, make sure you mark that first 2 weeks of March next year. Get out here and see this. This is something everybody should get an opportunity to see. I had a blast today. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I'm Andy Rubin, and this is Only Olney.